All right, let's move on to potentially the class of the East, the Milwaukee Bucks. They bring in Robin Lopez, Wesley Matthews, Kyle Korver, and Thanasis Antetokounmpo. They draft absolutely no one. They lose Malcolm Brogdon, Nikola Mirotic, Pagasol, Tim Frazier, John Lauer, and Tony Snell. They lose a lot of shooting. What do you think of this Bucks team?
It's completely dependent on Giannis's ascent for sure, but Korver as a shooter off the bench is going to be really interesting. I think Connaughton is a little bit underrated.
A lot
DiVincenzo,
underrated.
what's that?
A lot underrated. I think
Yes.
Connaughton's going to have a good year.
I don't disagree with that. It'll be interesting to see where he fits in for them because of their sort of positionless top three positions around Giannis and obviously Chris Middleton. But DiVincenzo is another guy that I think they're counting on. If you look back at the last few years, the Bucks haven't done a great job with their draft picks, and I think they need one of these guys to hit for this team to realize its potential, which is to win this East. So without that, I think that I think it's very close between them and your boys in the East.
It's going to be interesting to watch it play out, and that Giannis fella is a problem.
He is a problem, yeah. What are your thoughts on DiVincenzo, especially as like a Nova guy?
So I really like Dante. I thought he came out a little bit early. I thought, selfishly, another year at Villanova where he could be the primary ball handler would be really useful for him. Now, with that said, where he ended up going, I don't know if he was going to go too much higher. He would just be a more developed player coming into the NBA. It didn't make much of an impact last year. His biggest problem, and I really believe this, is Pat Connaughton. Because you have Connaughton in front of him, and I think I'm really bullish on the production Connaughton's going to have this year, becoming, maybe even like a six-man of the year type candidate.
Wow, that is a strong. I mean, he picked up and played pretty well when Brogdon was out last year. So, that would be interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have guessed that DiVincenzo plays ahead of Connaughton generally for this team. But Connaughton proved himself last year for sure.
Exactly right. This is a guy, when he got the opportunity, played a career-high 20 minutes last year, scored almost 7 points a game. And he's a super athletic wing who can defend. He can handle the ball a little bit. He can create his own shot. The three-point shot has been hit or miss because he hasn't really had the opportunity to settle into a role. But I think that's going to come as he finds his fit more in this offense. Yeah, I'm a real big fan of Connaughton. It's although allegedly his nickname is Vanilla Thunder. I don't know how I feel about that. Some of these basketball
Why is
reference,
there an although in there? That's perfect.
Some of these basketball reference nicknames are I think they might be making stuff up.
Oh yeah, but that's just great. Vanilla Thunder is perfect for him.
All right. Well, Vanilla Thunder for sixth man of the year, and we'll see how that goes. But for the 76ers' sake, I hope that none of these guys can shoot the ball and that everybody can just crash in on Giannis. I don't think we're going to be that fortunate, though.
Yeah, it is. It's a concerted effort to put shooters around, like the polar opposites between the way the Lakers constructed their roster and the way the Bucks did it's stark, you look at every single player around Milwaukee can shoot except for around Giannis, which I think is a great sign for them.
Yeah. All right.